Hello, what's the video? So the banner for like the 2.4 lupa just came, like not came, went away, and tomorrow we have Phrolova coming out, and I want to talk a little bit about her teams and such. So let's get into it right now, actually. So let's see here what we can see. So pretty much, okay, let's go to for mine. I'll just change. If you want it, you let's say if you want to build a team for Frolova, pretty much all you need is like first character that you would need is Cantarella. This character is a must-have for your Frolova building teams. And who do you think of as Frolova right now? Let's take Chisia for Frolova right now and select her at the last slot. I think I'm in the first slot. Let's take Cheesy at the first slot. So this is your Frolova, right? And with Frolova, you want two teammates, right? First teammate always will be Cantarella. Might already know by now why that is. It's like the more echo skills you do, the more damage Katie will do with her extra follow-up type of thing. And it's actually an enhanced basic attack from Hecate each time you use an echo skill. Every character can use an echo skill, but for Cantarella, you can actually use of the echo skills because more of her abilities are considered as echo skills. I think three of her, and Rosia has that as well. I don't have Rosia, but we can talk about it. So what I'm saying is, do not pull for Rosia if you don't already have her. Particularly for Frolova, I'll get into why in a bit because this is actually something really important to notice and remember here. So Cantarella will be your first choice if you want to build a Frolova team. Pretty much, it's like a no-brainer, really. It's really a no-brainer because she is the character that really built for the character, really. So if you see here the
The
outro
tides
skill,
have
the
whispered of
control
your
out skill
arrival.
20% havoc damage bonus, and their resonance skill damage bonus is also in. What does Prolova do? Prolova does havoc damage, of course, because she havoc, and she also does majority of her damage is echo skill damage, and the second best thing is resonance skill damage. So majority of her, a big portion of her damage is resonance skill damage, actually skill damage. So this is the buff that will benefit your Prolova pretty much. This is the best outro skill for her, and you the rotation will go as in like you will start with your third character, you will go to Cantrella, and then you will go to Prolova, and you cycle with. That's how the rotation pretty much will go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You just use the ultimate on Frolova, and you swap to other characters and do their stuff basically from off field, and she will just continue attacking as the Hecate there. As for what do you actually need for this third slot, is it Rosia or is it anyone else? For now, pretty much most of the characters options that you have are pretty much similar in terms of damage, and no one is better, no one is worse, actually. So what are your options? Well, I did make a tier list before, but in this one, I'll be considering a little bit more like good options other than like anything that you can use. Like you can definitely use any character, really. So like that, the game is just like that. But the more better options I'll be considering in this video. So the first choice is obviously you have Rosia. Rosia will buff the basic attack damage for Cantarella. So that's pretty much the best thing you can have for Cantarella. She does a lot of basic attack, and most damage is basic attack. And yeah, so you want that for Cantarella. So that's the best thing you can have. Second best thing that you can get is a dungeon. I pretty much build my dungeon because of Frodova only. I don't
Sometimes I
get me
get a
wrong.
little carried
She
away in
will get
battles.
replaced later
I
because
didn't startle you,
as
did
more
I?
characters come out, a little bit more dedicated character for this team will come out eventually. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I did build my dungeon for that. So the outro skill for dungeon here, if you see, like the incoming resonator has their havoc damage amplified for 23 seconds, sorry, 23%. So more havoc damage bonus for your Cantarella. Pretty much it's a bit less damage bonus than your Rosia, but you have to consider she is a 4-star and you are pulling one less 5-star for this team. So that's more valuable, right? So that's pretty much it. Also, dungeon has pretty good DPS herself. It's just the HP consuming stuff a little bit more hard to play. So that's where you have to little bit consider that thing. But it's not the end of the day because dungeon is still a pretty second close option other than Rusia. So that's why I do not recommend pulling Rusia at all, pretty much. Yeah. Other options that you can use is like you can build teams differently. You can of course play Frolova with Camellia and all the stuff. But what I wanted to make this video mainly about is that why you should not pull for Rosia. So if you go to here Pride one, I just wanted to pull Pride one because of this characters really is not. So the future characters are coming out like Augusta, Chisa, Yuno, Calberina, and also more. It's like guy Yuan, or I don't know how to say that name really, but I think okay, this is like a dream stuff. But I think Chisa will be the character that will fit in that team as the third slot up with Proloba and Cantarella. Like I don't really see any of these other characters being in the team. I think she's gonna be Havoc. She looks like Havoc pretty. We have some actually, but we're not gonna go with that. But I think this is the character that will fit in this team as the third slot. So don't have the third slot 5-star for Rosia and stuff. Don't pull for her right now. Just wait and maybe build a dungeon for now, or maybe some use any other character. You can also use Sorekeeper on this team, like whatever you can use it will work because Sorekeeper has buffs. Other character, all right. You don't need Sorekeeper because Canterla can heal as well. But Sorekeeper is just a comfy character with buffs, so it will work out, of course. Yeah, but I'd recommend either use yeah, for the like optimal team building, either use yeah or a dungeon, and this team will work out perfectly. That's what I am gonna do myself. But of course, there you have other options as well. You could go check my team building video out. I will also be making a video once it comes out tomorrow. It might be a bit late because the materials are new, right? So that's something I hate. The boss is new, the flowers are new, everything is new. Might take a little bit of time for me to build that character. The echoes are new as well, so it's like, oh, what can I do? Yeah, a little bit of a handicap there. I'll be making the video how to play Frolova first, and then later once later. But just stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe for that if you want to. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say pretty much. Don't go for Rosia if you don't. If you only want her for like Frolova only. For Frolova only, Rosia is not the option you want to go for optimal building. If you want to like go for chess meta and stuff, I think for now stick with dungeon or anything else really, and wait for the Chisa character to come out. So you might get the dream marketing soon as well. I think she's gonna have a kind of stuff. So yeah, make sure you like hold your horses, right? As I said numerous times in my banner review video as well. Just don't pull yet as on these characters like for Rosia and stuff. They are not really that valuable. Of course, Rosia is good for characters like let's say, what's the main character that she is built for? She is built for Whimpering Waves, right? So of course, good with the character Camellia, right? So buffs basic attack damage for Camellia, and that's a lot of buff actually. So yeah, it's really that's about it really. The outro skill has havoc damage bonus by 20% and extra 25% basic damage basic attack damage bonus. That's very good for both Cantarella and Camellia. But for Cantarella, as I'm saying, I think it will be a better fit. And Rosia does not do that much extra damage for Leo and stuff. She has a little bit of good grouping for Whimpering West, but you don't really need that now as the Whimpering West is not annoying. It changed it a lot of times. So that's about it. So don't go for Rosia only for Frolova unless you want to go for the other teams and for Whimpering West and stuff, for like Camellia and something. And yeah, for now stick with dungeon or something else as well. But yeah, that's about it. That's everything I wanted to say. Yeah, good luck on your pulls tomorrow. I'll be also might be make a video on how my pulls go as well. I have a lot of wishes here, but yeah, I might not go for the weapon as well. The weapon choices are also kind of limited. I'll be making a different video on that later on how the string master work and stuff. But the choices are very limited. You either use her signature or you use string master or a 4-star. The 5-stars are really bad. The passives do. That's a bit of a shame, but the Sting Master is like all rounder, but damage difference between a Sting Master and the signature will be massive. That's a negative on the that. So yeah, but that's fine. The weapon is actually games. It's like guaranteed, right? So yeah, with that, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure to subscribe. Peace, YouTube.